live. Sign up, we're live.
Welcome. Oh, we're live.
Oh.
You're there.
Oh,
No,
bad.
don't worry. It's okay. Hello. Got Wagyu here from Ultima, just for a short little interview. And you mentioned something just before going on. I'm gonna burn this question pretty early here. It's the hot take question, of course. But you had the opposite reaction to Mile, who we had earlier this week. They were talking about controller players being the easiest role, and some of the, like, I guess by virtue worst players in the lower elos. You said direct opposite though. How do you? I need more.
I mean, like, there's easier roles. I'm not saying controller is like particularly hard. Like, I don't know. I actually have my own ranking system for it. I've done it. I've kept this ranking for like a while. I think initiator is the hardest, and then I think it's controller, then I think it's sentinel, then I think it's duelist. Because all duelist players are really doing is they're just like running at people after they've been hit by initiator util at the end of the day. Like, sure, it's a lot of mechanical skill, but there's not a lot of game sense or anything behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game sense is just kind of like an offshoot of the mechanics in that way. Then,
yeah, 100%.
It's like all your game
And the
sense
thing
is
is,
just
there's,
looking at the angles.
Yeah, and there's such like a big difference from like a bad controller player and a good controller player.
Mhm.
That's just like, it's so obvious when like a team has a bad controller and when a team has a good controller.
Did you
Like how huge that skill gap is.
Did you watch the official stream last night with it was WGG and WGW at all?
I have not, no.
No, oh damn. There was a big thing that Golden Owl was kind of not necessarily talking about too much on stream, but we were talking about in the breaks, was Vamp was like entrying almost permanently in critical rounds on the Viper. Are you like, is that kind of like part of it, or?
Not really. That's kind of just like, that's bad spacing, if anything. I don't think the Viper should be entering at all. If anything, you should have your Viper lurking, but...
Yeah, they like broke the lurk a couple of times to do that, and then I just completely forgot to open up my question sheets. give me a second. Give me a second. No, keep going. You had a butt?
Yeah, no, but that is good. It's like, it's part of like what my team's philosophy on the Omen is too. It's why I run Omen a lot. It's for that secondary entry potential, because I am the controller player on Ultima as well as the IGL, and I'm usually like, or at least I try to be like first or second on the site, especially like if Shoto died earlier in the round, like got picked off. Because the TPs work a lot like a jet dash, and you can capitalize off initiator util really well.
Doable.
So I like Ultima loves to play the aggressive Omen, like that aggressive playstyle when we do our site hits.
And you mentioned IGL specifically, but what kind of started you off with IGLing? Is there like a history of you being in that like leadership, in-game leadership role, or is this something new?
I've been IGL since I started playing competitive Valorant. I've been playing like on the team since I was literally Iron 3. Like, I've always known I wanted to be an IGL, so I just like kept doing it on every single team. And I was like, hey, can I IGL? It's just like I was just naturally gifted at it. I feel like you kind of have to be an IGL. A lot of it is just like stuff you carry over from other stuff. Because I used to do like competitive sports and stuff.
Oh.
Like I did wrestling and stuff, and it gives you like the confidence just to, like, call something. And even if like what you're calling isn't technically correct, if you can call it with enough confidence to get your teammates to actually do it, then it just like, that's all IGLing really is. You can make a bad call and it'll still work if your team just like 100% buys into it.
So that is something I've been harping on in almost any game I've participated ever, is as long as everyone's committed to the same idea, the worst case scenario, if it was truly wrong and you lost because of it, I feel like is, oh, we can just review that. We all committed to the same 100%. Idea, so it becomes this vacuum situation. But you gotta mention wrestling. How long did you wrestle? When did you start that?
I wrestled for 3 years. I didn't wrestle this season because I dislocated my shoulder. Like the season prior. So that's when I like made the full transition, just like full-time esports. And then I joined like my high school esports team, but we don't compete enough. So I started Ultima kind of for practice for high school. But now I do more for Ultima than I do my high school team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the way it works. You started Ultima to get more practice. That's kind of gutsy. Like just starting this whole org, is that like a big time commitment at all, or is it kind of just like it's a name and a face to kind of put you elsewhere?
I mean, it is. Originally, I did want it. So we rebuilt our roster 4 days before TCC. Like we had everything set up, but I kind of set my sights like too large, and I started treating Ultima more like an org instead of just like a team and like a face to compete under. And that's when I started like burning out like really quickly. And then like me and the old roster got into like a huge fight. It was about like a little bit about that and just like time commitments and stuff.
Mhm.
So then we disbanded. Now that I have like our new roster, I'm trying to treat it more just as a team for Valorant. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I'm not looking to expand it at all.
So just
It's kind of just a base and a thing to compete under.
basically be interesting. Because do you kind of almost like you fell in the hole? Would you say
Yeah.
at the start?
I feel like that's a mistake I see a lot of orgs make, especially like teams I've played on personally. It's a mistake that they make a lot too.
It's like trying to blow up into this thing that's bigger than it actually is.
Yeah,
What you're
like
saying.
you don't realize how much time you'll need to do it until you're actually doing it. And it's just like this is too much. Like I just can't.
Can't keep it the time. Can't keep it, especially if that's like that. I imagine that affects practice.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because you're scheduling practices, you're trying to like put out like 3 fires. We used to have Ultimate Academy too, so it was like we had like a manager for that too. But like, no, it was me and one other guy that was handling everything.
So
I was like between 2 teams and stuff.
I remember like being the captain of like some shitty like draft league, and that's so it just as the captain alone, you gotta like you're probably scheduling the scrims, you're even probably offering advice because people are looking up to you whether or not they want to, or like think about it. I feel like people look up to those captains, and in your case, like you're the IGL, like everyone looks at you. Does that at all add pressure? Do you feel pressure at all being that IGL? Like not necessarily just to perform in game, to not necessarily be some sort of detriment. You mentioned kind of getting into here. In competitive, you don't look at scoreboards at all, but there's still more of like stringing bad calls. How do you string yourself out of like kind of in that little hole of making bad calls?
Just like delusional levels of confidence. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I genuinely just have the confidence that whatever I call is probably gonna be correct.
Yes, you need that.
Just because I've done this for so long. I've probably been playing Valorant like the least, like competitive wise, but I only started in episode 8.
Like Valorant,
but like I probably have
competitive?
more Valorant in general. But I started competitive at the same time I started Valorant in total. So it's like I do actually have like a lot of team experience under my belt, despite only playing since like episode 8. Because I started on Anti-Tilt, which was like their Iron Bronze team. Then from there I've gone on to like independent teams, and then like I went back to Anti-Tilt. What's up?
Where was Anti-Tilt like based out of? Is there like a league it's based out of, or do they just do like gangster stuff? Yeah.
So Anti-Tilt, it's like they have like a trophy team, but they have a bunch of like smaller academy teams just for players that are looking to compete at any rank. So it's kind of like an org. Hero played on it actually.
But like where's that team? Is there like a league they're based out of? Like is there TCCs above or something, or is it just like
TCC is below? They compete in
like,
tier 2. They're like an actual tier 2 team.
Oh, they're an actual tier 2 team. Damn.
Yeah.
And then you're just on like one of the I wouldn't call it feeder, but like academy teams, right?
Yeah, it's like a super academy team. They have like 2 teams for every like ranked division. So it's like they're contender, then they have a Radiant Immortal, Ascendant Immortal, like Ascendant Low Immortal, Radiant High Immortal, that kind of stuff, and it just goes all the way down.
And they're just finding other leagues out there in Discord, or is it just scrims?
They just do Premier. It's just Premier.
Oh,
it's just scrims and Premier.
Scrims and Premier. Okay.
It's just scrims and Premier. Yeah.
I guess that's
it's kind of just like a give back thing. It's kind of just like the give back to the community, which I get.
Yeah. Well, it's like you have that built-in system, so I guess there doesn't necessarily need to be as much of a purpose towards these kind of competitive Discord leagues over. So what was the drive to push Ultima out of just being a Premier team?
Out of just being a Premier team? I feel like because I'm plat and I'm not going to get the competition I need in Premier just with how the system works. Unless I get like a full... Because I know I'm better than like most plat teams. Any team I be on is going to be better than most plat teams. It's because like I can call better than most plats. I think my macro is really good. At least I believe it to be so. Especially on like defense and offense, like calling wise, and my mid rounding especially. I'm very mid round heavy on Ultima.
Is that do you do like a protocol based system, or do you just try and convey information?
We don't even have a playbook for Ultima, literally, because we've just been focused on like just running scrims so much because we haven't had time to make the playbook.
Okay.
So a lot of it is just like plugging it out and just like heavy mid rounding.
So everyone's kind of like getting comfortable, I guess. So based on time together, how long have you guys been together on this current Ultima roster?
It's literally just been 4 days since TCC, so we're in week what? I think it's week 5 or week 4.
Yeah, week 5.
Week 5, yeah. So it's been like 5.5 weeks, I'd say. Yeah.
Pretty quick. So that's going to be a difficult style then. That's like so much information that you have to kind of always be thinking about as that IGL, right? Because you said you're mid-round heavy, which if you're a non-protocol based mid-round heavy team, I feel like that just means you're sitting there and you're probably speaking for 10-15 seconds straight on just how to get a play together, or is it more just kind of simple one words?
Round.
Okay.
I do that in the pre-round, and then we do like a lot of shorthand.
Okay.
Like just call outs, and then I'll call like rotate to something. Or can we try to fight this guy in exposition?
Okay. And then it's like, let's just fight this guy. You're not necessarily saying like, hey, can we use like ability this, unless it's a specific execute. You mentioned you're probably doing that longer in the pre-round, right?
In the pre-round, yeah.
Okay.
Like I usually pre-round, I try to map out like the first 10 seconds of the round in pre-round, and then we mid-round off of that. I don't call for, like if I want Util to take a fight, I'll call for it, but a lot of the time it is just like, okay, let's swing this guy together. He's alone. He's taking a 1v1, which just works at this level.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of like isolated positions that players
play.
plan. I just like focus on punishing that.
You could say that again. About isolated positions. Holy, I've been seeing so many people just kind of getting away with murder, pushing up randomly, and that
exactly.
How
so I try to.
So you mentioned like mid-round heavy. I cut you off. Sorry. So mid-round heavy. I'll let you finish. My bad.
No, that was it. That was basically it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mid-round heavy is like an IGL style. You feel like there's 100% different IGLs, like styles of IGL. Is that something that you feel like you can kind of shift into? So like you can go from being like a mid-round heavy to a protocol base. Like you're really good at developing
protocol base.
That's how I do it. You kind of have to explain like IGLing to me, because like I am also very new to this. I hear IGL and I think of like
scene?
Yeah, in general, to like shooters and stuff. A lot of my experience does come from CS:GO, but that's more like everyone kind of mid rounds. All the great IGLs are just great mid rounders because you have coaches on stage. It's like this almost constantly in comparison to Valorant. Like every in between round, the game's been out for so long, right? As well in comparison. So are there like many different styles of IGL, and you kind of feel like mid rounding is just a calling to you?
I feel like there's a lot of styles of IGLing, and a lot of the IGLs I see are very protocol based. Like they call, hey, can we just rush this, run that, run this protocol, run that, like A split and stuff, which I definitely do sometimes if I think it'll work. But I feel like you kind of have to be good at everything to be a good IGL. You have to have a little bit of everything.
That a little bit of everything. That's like
no good IGL just does one style. Like there's not like a good just slow mid rounder, and there's not like a good IGL that just does rush A, rush B.
Interesting. Have to be good at everything. And I would kind of assume, since you have to be good at everything, you're generally not going to be a master of any part other than like the actual IGL position. I kind of mean that that kind of turns IGLing me into like one of the like selfless roles in the game. Do you play other games outside of Valorant at all, or is it like just strictly competitive?
Strictly Valorant. I've literally only played Valorant all day, every day.
You don't have any.
Like, I came from Minecraft to Valorant.
Minecraft to Valorant, and Minecraft was probably like one of your first games, or do you have any experience like growing up?
First game. That was my first game. Oh, not Fortnite. Like that, like fucking 2020 where everyone's into Fortnite.
I was playing Fortnite. I was playing Valorant in the beta, but
yeah.
And most people weren't, especially staying around today. But it's interesting. So literally, your history is rooted in traditional sports, then, right?
Yeah, in traditional sports and wrestling, especially. A lot of it is just from wrestling.
You play any team-based sports growing up? I would kind of like start the line at around like first, second grade.
Second grade?
Yeah, like did you play any sports from there up to wrestling? Team-based stuff?
Honestly,
specifically?
No. I just started wrestling in like 7th grade. And I had like a lot of amazing coaches. It was really just amazing coaching in wrestling, to be honest.
No team-based experience, or very little, I would say. in comparison to a lot of other people, especially stepping into IGL. You have like history
Well, that
being independent as like playing sports at all, or
no, not really. I was like, I don't know. I only got into wrestling because I like wanted to lose weight, and then I like just fell in love with the sport.
that is. Do you realize it's a little bit of an oxymoron nowadays? Now after wrestling for a while, or is that still kind of true for you? Like dropping weight?
Just dropping weight.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't do wrestling a lot. I've definitely had a couple coaches talk to me back when I was in high school, but like every wrestler I know is all like absolute like astronomical damage to the body to lose weight at all, or gain weight in the same vein. Do you have
Dude,
to?
I went from 225 to 131 pounds
Oh my,
in 2 years. Yeah,
that's holy shit, that's crazy. And that's
yeah.
all like turning into muscle too.
No, I was just literally dropping weight.
Just dropping weight.
Well, there obviously it was like some muscle. Like I was definitely
Yeah,
getting stronger than it was before, but like yeah, a lot of it was just like cutting weight excessively.
it's crazy.
Uh,
Crazy amounts of weight loss. Do you have any fun, anything fun at all happening during that, or is it just like kind of
the actual sport of wrestling was just so
actual
fun.
actual sport of
Like
wrestling?
the actual wrestling was just so fun to me, and like it was like just because you're not doing it alone, you're doing it with your teammates.
Mhm.
Like it sucks, but you have like the freaking 15 other people on your team that are doing it with you, and it's
Yeah,
sucking for them too.
yeah.
They're kind of just thugging it out together.
Interesting. I'm gonna pivot a little bit. Site kind of picked it up too. We've got to talk about the series from yesterday. Earlier in the day, I did the stream. I'll have it up on YouTube at some point. I'll post it somewhere. Um, but kind of like break it down for me because I know I didn't do a great job watching. But you're in the driver's seat as the IGL for Ultima. Kind of like any first knee-jerk reactions, any kind of like news you can give us on what went wrong?
I mean, obviously, I feel like on Abyss, Haven kind of just fell apart. Like we had a huge discussion about that, but a lot of it was just like we fell apart as a team. Like people were just like taking 1v1s and stuff. We just like we weren't listening to calls correctly or like misunderstanding calls and like cost us rounds or like man advantage at the start. Like there was one round in particular where this guy just like swung out from garage and I said double hold him. And it's just like there's only one person holding him, and it's the ISO, so he just like wins the 1v1 with a shield, and then he just backs out, gets out for free. So we're kind of just letting that happen, and we're like dry swinging the operator a lot, which is a huge.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I don't want to leak like all the weaknesses and stuff, but like we
That's
need
fine.
to deal with dealing with the op, and that's what our coach is like going over a lot in our scrims too.
I think that's such a hard thing for people, literally outside of like tier two, because I've even watched like lower tier two teams struggle with the op.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
against the op, 100%.
yeah,
You
it's
can't
just
make
so
mistakes. And Sight is a good operator, man. Like Sight's operator was so oppressive during that. Sight is a good player,
Zed is a good player.
just to be honest. Yeah,
That's
you
crazy
know,
amounts
shout out
of
him, I guess.
crazy amounts of respect for the person you faced yesterday that 2
Yeah.
0'd you.
I mean, I've played with him. I played against him. I played for him, bro. Like he's just a good player. Obviously, I'm better, but
Can we take a little humble brag into full brag? Confidence. You mentioned your confidence is key. You're confident in your shots. You're or confident in your calls. So you got to be confident in
yeah.
your own self. Mentioned the hot take. We got the passion. Holy, you've been cruising through everything. We've just been kind of running off like complete tracks.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking about that series. You mentioned like dry swinging, stringing bad. The stringing bad runs together. Kind of looking more into like comp playing IGL on your own specifically, like in just ranked queue. Do you still do that? Because I've heard from a lot of people that that's just not something you can do in comp. You can't really like officially IGL. So how do you practice outside of scrims and outside of like comp games?
Okay, I disagree with that in comp. In comp, you can't like mid-round IGL, which is what a lot of people consider IGLing.
Mhm.
But you can definitely just call like rush A, rush B, which is basically like the protocol style of IGLing. Except you don't have protocol, so you're kind of just like 5-man running it down. So all IGLing is at the end of the day is calling people what to do at the start of the round.
Mhm.
So you can definitely IGL in rank, you just can't mid-round.
Yeah, so you can't do the official the perceived job of IGL, but you can do the like boring stuff at times. I would call it boring because I find mid rounding super fun with friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
But
Mid-rounding is like so fun. It's the best part of Valorant. It's why I like want to be an IGL on every single team I'm on. Like I know people that like take the IGL sometimes just don't want it, but like I love being the IGL. Like it's a huge thing on teams I am that I am the IGL. Like I literally said no to joining teams because they just didn't want me at IGL.
Interesting. So that's a deal breaker for you.
Yeah, just
You've
not
gotta-
being IGL. Yeah, it's also just a little bit of ego thing because I know whoever else is IGLing, I'm going to be better than them, and I'm not going to agree with their calls. So it is a little bit of ego. But
Do you deal with that kind of coming back at you at all? Not necessarily people, not necessarily people like demanding IGL from you because you're that's not going to change at all. But struggling to like listen to calls. How do you deal with that?
if people don't listen to calls.
Yeah, people like argue against it in game. That has to happen from time to time.
That was actually part of the reason the old Ultimate roster fell out is because when people do that, I just like I don't know. In game, I have like good mental until people start doing that, until they start questioning the calls, and then that's when my mental starts to like crumble. So it's like a huge thing when people don't do that, and if they do it consistently, I look just like I ask for them to either be cut. It's just either them or me. I just can't deal with that.
Interesting. Is there like a time and place to discuss calls with you
Oh
specifically?
yeah, absolutely.
With you
Pre-round,
specifically.
pre-round, 100%. If you
Pre-round.
ever do it, pre-round and timeouts. If you ever do it like past like first 10 seconds of pre-round or like not in a timeout, then it's just like you're cut. Because you shouldn't be doing it mid-round, especially like when I'm trying to call something too.
You're still okay with it in game specifically.
It just can't be like and like I'll give them like there's obviously like times where like it's called for, like you can say it once or twice, but like if you're consistently doing it and constantly and you like start getting angry about it too,
Okay.
like that's when it starts to become an issue.
Do you feel at all kind of a popular discussion in sports in general, like sports science and stuff, emotion specifically? Do you like to use that as something that you use to play the game or specifically, or are you like a big kind of remove all emotion, become a robot?
It's actually a very loaded question. I tried to ask myself that, but it's like I don't know because I am definitely like momentum based. Like when we're doing good, the calls get better, and when we're doing bad, but even when we're doing bad, I feel like the calls are still good.
But is that
so I try to keep it out of it, but
is that driven by like kind of a robotic pursuit of like logic, or is it emotion based?
Oh yeah, it's definitely logic based, 100% of that.
Really? Because I know I'm personally big on emotion. I feel like kind of playing around with people is my favorite thing to do in Valorant. I like to frustrate the people that I'm facing so much, and that drives me towards like certain agents specifically to enable that style. Like I love deadlock. I love hitting someone with that net, and I get to wait to hear them tap that net once or twice and swing that corner on them. Oh my god, it's so good. Is there anything at all like that with you in Valorant? Do you have like an agent that you feel like represents you as a player, like your tendencies?
My tendencies? It depends, because in ranked and like in Valorant is different. In like competitive play, I feel like it's Sova. I like playing Sova a lot, but I'm not like that good. There's better Sova players than me, so I usually don't get to play him often. But I like being able to constantly gather information and then use that in like my calling and stuff instead of having to ask for it.
Does that at all like drive you in rank specifically? Like, are you just a big Sova in rank?
No, I lock in Reyna. I'm a Reyna insta lock in rank.
You're Reyna. Love Sova, love information, insta lock Reyna. Really?
Well, I get my information by just swinging and winning my 1v1s, bro. Like,
you at least don't dry swing in ranked, right? You're at least good about that.
I dry swing everything.
Oh my god.
It's like if I win the 1v1, who cares?
You're that Reyna player. The only ability you've got is dismiss and ult. Nothing else.
And heal.
Okay,
I
something.
don't entry on Reyna. I don't entry on Reyna at all. I feel like if you I feel like in ranked, if you ask people to entry on Reina, it's like you're throwing. Because you don't have a dash.
You've
You
got to
don't
be
have anything to
somewhat
like
in
dodge
though, right?
abilities.
Like you're second
Well, I
at
mean, like,
least.
yeah,
Right?
but not lurking.
Okay.
But not like lurking. Like I just swing mid, get my one, and then I regroup. Or I'll just like lurk pretty deep.
Okay.
It's also why like I started playing more chamber, but it's like I don't know, Reina just feels more comfortable.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Chambers.
better.
Chambers like the big bait. You are like, I'm so good I can just win any 1v2 I ever take ever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like the Chamber
I feel like Chamber's
mentality.
bad. I feel like Chamber is bad. I don't like playing Chamber at all. Every team I've played I've had like a Chamber in the comp, like it's never worked out.
Really? So
I feel like Chamber is a terrible pick, and at that point just play Cypher. Or honestly just play the Arena. Even like team play, I'd rather you play Arena than Chamber.
in Chamber. From Chamber to Cypher to Reyna is a crazy thought process. I know
Well,
they're
no,
not directly linked. I know they're not directly linked.
So my thought process is on Cypher, the biggest part about Chamber is on pistol rounds and stuff, like having the headhunter. On attack, just buy a sheriff. You don't need the trips on attack that much.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then on defense, I feel like the trips, like the Cypher trips and cages and shit, are just more valuable than like holding an angle.
He's
And
like
you have your cam to just like get the info early if you just pop it on the wall.
he's like quintessentially. I think like Chamber and alongside Vito are just so terrible on attack. They like feel so bad.
Yeah,
'Cause you
Chamber
just-
feels better than Vito on attack,
Yeah.
but yeah, I agree.
It's like you're just a gun.
Yeah, even
like-
Vito doesn't feel that. Vito doesn't feel strong anywhere, to be honest.
Really. And I
His
remember
interceptor doesn't hit enough utility, I feel.
you've got
So, like
the
realistically, it only hits thrown abilities.
you'll get like one or two, and now like it's post release week, so no one is really falling for it being used as bait. Like you just don't need to shoot it out right away.
Yeah.
Because I could use that shit like a Reyna flash during launch week. It was so funny. It was a big
Once
missed
I pulled up
opportunity.
my.
Oh, there he goes. I believe he is lagged out. It is unfortunate. Oh, I heard it.
Yeah, now we're back.
Now we're back. Welcome back. There's a little bit of a lag out. It happens.
Yeah.
It's okay. Mentioned your hot take, or well, we mentioned the reverse on the hot take, the counter to the controllers not being the easiest. What's
Yeah.
up?
No, I'm just agreeing
Oh,
with you.
yeah.
Let's see happen.
Do you have anything kind of that same moniker of like a Valorant hot take? Doesn't have to. You don't have to like believe it's right or wrong, but there's like a hot take that you just hold. Because I'm still big on like duelist players are just kind of like, I always discredit duelists because your only job is just to kill, in theory. So
I feel like a hot take on like most teams I'm on is that like I never ever play double dive. Like Neon Whaley and stuff, I never play double dive. I'll play like Yoru if we do double duels, but it's never like a double dive.
is it
Like,
because
dash agents?
is it just because it sucks? Is there like a reason behind that?
It's not that it sucks. It's just that there's better things you could do. Instead of having like Neon Whaley, just go because they fundamentally do the same thing. Just go run a Yoru instead of the Neon.
Even like ISO, I guess. Like to me, I think of ISO as well.
Yeah, I still definitely fall in that category. I feel like the undercut is valuable for fighting space. Like,
Mhm.
and if you're running it just because you have two cracked aimers on the team, just run an ISO, or even a Reyna. I've seen like even Phoenix could work. I've been meaning to try out Phoenix, but it's just like I feel like this map was kind of rough on him.
You're pushing. Dude, that's a push itself too. Hearing Phoenix and Reyna being something like that can be played in comp, I think alone is a hot take.
I don't know.
I hear like
That doesn't feel like a hot take to me. That's been something I've been like a big proponent of. Like Reyna is not terrible. I don't play on this. I don't think there's a map they're good on right now. One sec. Let me look in the.
I don't know the stats off the top of my head. It's just been something that like I've heard kind of.
On map pool. So I'm just looking at map pool real quick. Like I would run Reyna on Pearl, and that's about it. And Bind. Pearl and Bind are like the only maps I'd run a Reyna
Pearl
on.
is so cursed.
Pearl. We insta-ban Pearl for that reason. I feel like Pearl is just so.
It feels so coin flip,
It's so.
which is so
awful to
funny.
get.
Like
I can actually read out. I'm gonna read out our pro comp right now because I doubt we'll ever play this map. It's literally Chamber, like you. Even though I just like shit talked him, it's Chamber, Astra, Yoru, Teo, Waylay.
Heyo. So no Sentinel, yeah? You're running Astra
Chamber.
instead? No Chamber.
Chamber. Yeah.
It's half a Sentinel. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a Sentinel. I like abilities for my Sentinels. I like full clear stall, and yeah, you've got trademark, but like that's
I
not
love
enough.
hopping. And it's just because the hop is so impressive on Pro,
Yeah,
especially on B.
you just
And that
keep
get out of
moving.
jail free card is so good. Like if there's a
Mhm.
map you're gonna play Chamber on, it has to be Pro.
You know what that means? If it's that big long sight line, you know what's coming back is Breeze. They
Mhm.
want it. Are you excited at all for Breeze? It's been like a year and a half. I think it was literally your launch.
Yeah, it was
Um,
when I played. I played like when I played, it was in the pool for like 2 weeks.
you
That's like
excited?
the only time I played Breeze though. So it's kind of like, well, no, that's technically I like played in 2022, but I was like, I played like 5 Swift plays in 2022,
Yeah,
and I never touched the game again.
it's not playing. You tried it out, or like not
Yeah,
enough to constitute like this reaction. Starting an esport team, joining multiple competitive leagues and teams and scrimming. Like, that's just so different
yeah.
compared to just like even just spamming Swift play. If you just religiously spam Swift play like I do, I'm not playing the same game that you guys are at all.
Yeah,
It's crazy. There's no way for me to practice it without just like, yeah, I gotta jump off the deep end. I just don't want to do that yet.
it's fair. And again, it's just like it's not for everyone, bro. If you don't want to go pro in Valorant, I would never touch this game. If
Really?
you don't think you have a chance going pro in Valorant, I would never touch this game.
That means that you believe you can go pro then.
Oh
Is that
yeah,
what that
hundred
says?
percent,
100%.
100%. Yeah.
Go pro 100%.
I mean, I'm a good IGL. I'm young. I'm talented. I'm sexy as fuck. Like,
Keep it up, keep it up. And do you have like a VCT team you'd like to join? Like I like as that you
VC Furia,
idolize? Furia.
Furia
To
2027, bro.
to Furia rebuild.
Please send me
Bro,
the Furia rebuild, bro.
the
I have the
2027
Furia card
rebuild.
and everything, bro. I use the Furia Classic. I've been a Furia fan since like I started.
Shoto is saying that you're lying. Guys just straight up
Dude, I
lying.
love
What are you lying about?
Furia, bro. I'll load up my Valorant thing and screen share right now. I have the Furia
You have the Furia
Classic
stuff?
card.
I believe you. I think I saw it. I don't want to see it, man. Furia is so funny. I know they're the this year's been pretty rough. The last couple of years have been pretty rough for them, but I have to respect
I
them.
like
Otherwise, Brazilians are gonna kneecap me. I'm so scared of
I
Brazilian
like an
fans.
underdog story. I've been waiting for this underdog story since I started like keeping up with VCT.
Of Furia, you think it's gonna work
Yeah,
this time?
yeah,
This is
100%.
it.
This is the year.
This is the year. Do you have another team that you root for besides Furia, like internationally, or just Furia?
I like how G2 play. I root for G2 because I like how they play. I like that very, you know,
Yeah.
technically correct style of Valorant.
Everyone's got one, man. Every person that's a fan of a bad team in like any sport or esport, you've got like your one competitive team that you pick as well. I feel like it's pretty common though for esports fans to have multiple teams.
I don't know. I think Josh RT is like the best coach in VCT right now.
Over
Over Potter,
I would say like Potter and fuck, what's his name?
Bonkar.
Bonkar, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I think Josh RT clears them.
Here's okay.
Because I mean, like G2, like their roster is like stellar. Like they have good players, but it's not like insane, and they still get good results. I feel like that's like real
The
skill right there.
and then they're managed so weird at times.
Yeah, I don't know. GNP situation is kind of icky, but
This off season has been pretty mean to them. I don't think we need to kick G2 any more than they've already kicked themselves.
yeah, I guess.
They're not gonna. I mean, to me, they're not gonna feel it anyway. Do you have an IGL that you look up to at all then in VCT?
It was FNS, and like now it's like Boaster. Like FNS and Boaster have always been the two I like love the most because they're just like me for real.
You gotta do you
Bottom
like
fried
is they
Joe
like
IPLs.
people you like idolize and want to emulate, or is it just
Yes,
like
Boaster 100%.
poster
FNS
is
FNS less so, to be honest. Though
a particular reason?
uh,
You can say its
I mean,
name. It's okay.
no, it's not even the aim because I feel like that kind of comes
Mhm.
with just a thing, but it's kind of just his calling style on defense. Because he's not a very good defensive caller. I feel Boaster is way better at calling on defense. But FNS's attack is like easily the best in all of VCT. I still think to this day.
There's a couple. I think there's a couple different, at least like esport related hot takes that you've got. Just you're
Yeah.
working. You're working with something.
I just like being special, bro. I like having incorrect takes. Just
Well, if there, especially if there's something that you like work together yourself, I feel like there's not a problem with having takes like that if that's something that you arrive to on your own.
yeah.
Like, it's always, to me, it's like always fine to take the incorrect opinion, or to take like just the objectively correct opinion and just religiously follow that and not think for yourself. So I think it's great that, especially like a plat level, wrapping up first full year, I'm pretty sure of like Valorant competitive.
I think it's been a little over a year, but yeah,
Over
it's
a
been a little over a year right now. So yeah.
Well, I'd say like then first full act or whatever they call it,
Yeah.
years here, seasons. Too many.
No,
There's too many.
Episode 8, episode 9, and then then we went to the V25 stuff.
Ew. They
Yeah.
did change it again. See, that's why I don't. That's why it's so hard to pay attention. These goddamn seasons. They did it with League
Yeah.
too, man. They fucked me up as well.
I don't know.
Do you end up watching esports outside of Valorant at all?
I watched Marvel Rivals when it first came out, and I was thinking of jumping ship, but I just love Valorant too much. I feel like Marvel Rivals is just it's such a baby game.
Yeah. It's not a competitive game.
Yeah.
Not at its heart. It's not there. It's a great casual game to me too. Like, yeah, bro.
It's just such a baby game. It's too fast, it's mechanically demanding, but it's not very like macro demanding, which is where I feel like Valorant hits a sweet spot. It goes like I have a range of it. Valorant is like the slow, like logistical style where it's very macro heavy. Overwatch is like a good mix of both, and then Marvel Rivals is just like very micro heavy, like very mechanical.
You didn't think at all, you picked Valorant specifically, you didn't think of all like in that mind, like looking at CSGO or
I just hero shooters. I'm talking about like hero shooters. I don't count like Counter-Strike as a hero shooter.
Then what about like Siege?
Siege? I feel like Siege is like between Valorant and Overwatch. Like right next to Overwatch, but like type shit.
Okay.
Like it's closer to Overwatch than most games, but it is like pretty slow and methodical.
It's so
like
slow.
there's still a decent amount of macro. I don't think I have enough like experience on R6 to talk about that though, because I told you like I only play Val.
Crazy, nothing else. One day, everyone retires. Everyone retires. Maybe at different times, maybe at different heights, but everyone retires, and it's always there's something with Riot Games. You'll have to pick an MMO soon.
An MMO?
Yeah, that's where we all retire, man. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to Hypixel Skyblock.
Skyblock's not Hytale? Hypixel Skyblock? That's crazy.
Skyblock, yeah.
Did you play that at all? Like as part of your Minecraft days?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I used to grind that. I was like top point, like something% of like diamond collection on Hypixel Skyblock.
So you're a big.
I was trying to get number 1.
You're good with just one. Like Valorant is your like heart and soul, and you're like married to the game.
Yeah, it's my one. I tried. I think let me pull my Wrapped actually, because it says like you know the Valorant Wrapped things. It shows how many sessions you have.
Yeah.
Let me pull it up. I'm pulling it up right now.
I can get it. We can wait.
I'm skipping to the session things.
I remember I used to have that, but I cannot fathom having like a single game in my rotation anymore. I kind of envy those days.
Literally this year I have Valorant 301 sessions, and then number 2 is Marvel Rivals with 23. It's so 301 to 23.
23 days.
The
23 days of Marvel Rivals, and that's number 2. That's crazy.
That's sessions too. Like I could just played Marvel Rivals for an hour, then gone to Valorant.
Yeah.
It counts as different sessions. Yeah.
Can't do that anymore. I respect that though. That helps so much. Like all you're thinking about is just Valorant.
Yeah.
Have you had Valorant dreams?
Huh?
Have you had like a dream of Valorant? Like you're playing Valorant in your dreams?
Like I'm playing Valorant?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say like playing Valorant. No, like definitely like dream of being like a professional.
Yeah, that's one step in. One day, you know you're lost in the sauce when you start having those dreams, man. I've had so many of those when I did like hardcore coaching for League of Legends. It'll come one day, and you're gonna wake up and you'll be like, oh my god.
Yeah, coaching for you as a coach.
Yeah.
Do you ever like think I can't do this coaching anymore? I have to start playing. Like I cannot just standing there and just watching it because you're basically cucking yourself when you think about it.
That's how
I
you
think a
view
more
coaching.
respectful
You're
term.
you're in the. I mean, you're in that's
I used
that
to do
works.
coaching. I
Yeah,
used to
you're in
do
the cuck
coaching.
chair. I mean,
Yeah, I
sometimes
used to do coaching.
it definitely it's definitely come around, especially when I was doing college or my university specifically, where like I would sit there and I watch this guy that is higher ranked than me, but strictly because the motherfucker takes 12 classes and ChatGPT's like 8 of the 12 credits. So it's like, goddamn it, it's like he's doing nothing. Um,
Yeah, all he does is play Valorant. Yeah.
like, well, in that case, it was League of Legends, but yeah, like in your eyes, it'd be
Always
like
play League,
only
yeah.
playing Valorant. Yeah, I never got that serious with Valorant specifically. So this is like my biggest dive into Valorant has literally been this casting stuff. But League, it's like the sheer amount of time that I used to put in, and then I look at like some of the players in the team. It's like I just can't. I could never match that, and I could never see myself matching it, which is why I ended up picking coaching because it's so much time spent out of the game, and it's a different thought process too. I would say, um, it's kind of similar to IGLing, where or like I guess like you enjoy mid rounding a lot. You enjoy kind of like hearing people follow your plans. And so as a coach, you're hearing people take your advice finally slowly but surely, and you're watching people kind of grow like little by little, day by day. Maybe the players don't realize that, but you kind of get to see that growth there. And so what I always like to do to kind of like help people get a little faster on that track of seeing that growth themselves, because it's kind of hard to log into a game for most people every day and see no improvement. I don't know about you. Is that something that you see of like you need to see this continuous improvement in Valorant?
I see it, but I see it in myself because I can't control my other four players besides like
Yeah.
telling them, without like telling them working with them. I can't control if they actually want to improve or not.
That's like that's rank stuff. Like you can
Yeah.
so to you there's more to Valorant than there is just the actual like rank up.
Yes, 100%. It's definitely like more skill to me. Like I don't care that much about my visible rank. I care about how good I actually am at the game.
You'll need the visible rank eventually.
Yeah.
You with I guess a
There are
winter
times
break
like that.
coming up for pretty much anyone that isn't in the professional workforce. I don't know if you're. It sounds like you're still a student.
Yeah, I'm still a student. I'm not a
You
senior.
got winter break coming up soon. Is that like full just Valorant on the calendar? You gonna try and grind rank at all, or are you staying around plat level?
I'm probably gonna. I might grind rank just because like I don't do anything else. Plus, I'm gonna be like spending time with family and stuff. So you know, and maybe like I'll go out with like friends and stuff too.
Yeah.
I wanna visit someone I know, but they live in the city that's like 6 hours away. So I'll say we like visit each other over break. Like I'll stay in the city for a few days.
Okay, that'll be fun. That's not entirely yet. I fear one of those like your first summer either at college or like your first like winter break where you get like just a month where nothing's happening. That's gonna be your big rank up day. I see it in your future. I can see it, I swear. That'll be like you log on for like 12 hours a day for a couple days in a row and it feels okay. You've got that in you. I feel it. But kind of wrapping this up, Ultima's a newer team to the league, like you mentioned. You're newer to TCC as well. Why should people be like an Ultima fan? What's the major draw that other teams don't have?
That we have.
Yeah. What's unique? Why Ultima? Why not? Why don't I root against you? Next
Why
week.
don't you root against us?
Yeah. Why shouldn't I do that? What do you got?
I mean, you can if you want. Like, we're here to compete. You don't. Like, obviously, I care about that, but I care more about having fun. Like, the chirping and stuff that I do in it.
Mhm.
Like, we just have fun with it, literally.
Irving, you mentioned beforehand. Finally, I was able to get this train of thought. I walked away after we talked about this before this,
Yeah.
and I completely forgot what it was. But you mentioned that a little bit of, at least like a little bit of that trash talk and chirping comes from playing a character.
Oh, yeah.
I want you to kind of
Like, in the game.
go into that a little more.
So, I watched. When I was, like, really into sports, I watched this thing about, like, the Switch. It was, like, this thing that a bunch of professional athletes would do where they had. There's like an audio cue or something that they would do before their games, and like it flips the switch. Like, okay, now it's like go time. And I know there's like esports professionals that do it too. So I tried that, and it's like started working. It's like once you hear that one cue, it's just like your personality starts changing. You just gotta like start. I know it sounds corny and shit, but it is actually just what it is. Like you start acting differently. Like you just need to start acting more confident and stuff. And I feel like more confident when I'm shit talking the other team.
There's another emotion. More emotion than you think. There's more emotion. It seems like you've got so much more emotion than you realize backing up yourself when you're playing the game. Like you talked to earlier, like, yeah, I feel like logic is the best approach. But
I'm not saying I don't feel emotion in the game, but I try to keep it out of the. I keep it separate from the calling, because I know if I let emotion get into the calling is going to get significantly worse.
Okay.
So like there are times I will have to like reel myself back in and like focus on the round.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of just like trying to find that good balance.
So for you, team's entire worth then is also, or well, like most worth is based on wins then? Like people should root for Ultima because you guys are going to win.
Yeah.
But I always view like there's got to be something more. Because you guys haven't participated in TCC yet.
Not participated in TCC at all. We have a new team. Like I think most of these guys are newer to competing. I think I have like the most competition experience on the entire roster. And by competition, I mean like premier stuff. I don't mean like real tournaments.
Yeah.
Except maybe comp sci major. He might have more, but yeah.
It's gotta be something, man. I gotta root for you because like there's gonna be the polls coming out. You guys are going against Rage specifically, who
I love when those polls like come back with us like projected to lose. I love that.
That's because
I love that so much because it takes a burden off that you're not expected to win.
Yeah.
And it also like lights a fire under you. Like, okay, well now I gotta kick their ass.
Like that's a way to see it as well, but I see that as production here. This is kind of like less interview, more like you've gotta have some reason. Because when people are asking here, I'm asking, why should I pick Ultima? And you're like, well, it's because we're gonna win, but we haven't won yet. We haven't competed before, and we're gonna win, and that's it. But is that not just why everyone else? I should root for everyone else. Like, why shouldn't I root?
Why should you root for everyone else? Why shouldn't you root for like DBC or something?
Yeah, exactly. Why shouldn't I root? Why should it be you? Why Ultima? Why do I fly that banner come next week? I need that.
Why should you fly that?
Yeah. Because like
honestly, I think I have the best macro in the game. If you want to see good macro, just watch Ultima.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's the meat.
Good macro.
You handed me You handed me that. Oh god, I can't make that reference. I'm gonna date myself a little bit. I'm not gonna do that. You handed me like a super overcooked turkey. There's a movie from like the 80s and 90s about that. Not that old, but I watch movies. So Ultima over no, you guys faced Rage, my bad. So I messed up that. But you got IXI coming up next week. Time's undetermined yet. I know you guys are still in talks. You don't have to talk about that right now. But why that series specifically? Best macro on the stage. What do you have to say to IXI? Why are they gonna lose then?
What do I need to say to IXI, bro? It's like a filler match. We shouldn't be in the freaking. I don't even think we should have lost the Rage game, man. Like, this is literally just like scripted victory. It's kind of like a consolation prize for losing the Rage game. If we don't, I'm gonna be very, very disappointed. Like, I don't see us losing to IXI.
They're just.
Only team I saw us losing to the entire split was DBC. I thought it was gonna be like easy, 3-1, but it's just another week you got to deal with.
Yeah, other than that 2-0 back bracket. So you guys are gonna go on. Rest of playoffs is posted. It's God, I don't remember the logos. I gotta dig through the text. You got Takeo versus Noxalis. You guys versus IXI. Obviously, you guys are gonna win. Legacy versus WGW is the other big series. They're starting to try and gear themselves up to be something. That's gonna be a hard series in case you guys at the same time too.
I was very surprised that WGW lost to WGG. That was another one that surprised me. Because WGW are a pretty good team.
Sometimes. That's what I saw. I saw sometimes.
They're very hit or miss. They're very hit or miss.
Like, everything's on fire. People are hitting the shots and they're not being stupid. And sometimes Jude isn't on the team. They're looking pretty good. Actually, no, Jude did fine. All jokes aside, Jude did fine. But it was really funny seeing Jude just pop up and play again. It's like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, they were playing with us. I forgot Jude was subbing.
yeah, Jude was subbing. It was really funny. They're
Who did he
chirping
sub
about
for
it too.
again? Who did he sub for?
That's $1 million question. I don't remember the answer to.
It's fine if you don't know. I don't expect you to
No,
the entire roster memorized.
I don't know. Last night I would have gotten it. Of course I would have gotten those in my eyes.
Yeah.
So IXI, just kind of a flyover state of a team for you guys in your eyes. You're just gearing up entirely for championships. That means the favorites, I would say, are the two teams that first got out first, being DBC and Mango Lovers. You even yourself said, like, we probably should have won that series. And what's it with Mango Lovers?
So with Mango Lovers?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't scrim, man. Like, they're just ranked aimers. I love them. I love them so much. Every single person on that roster I'm, like, chill with. But it's like, you know, they're a very puggy team. Like, there's not a lot of depth in there.
Get lost in the weeds. Interesting. That's for me too, because I need to learn a little more about these teams. I didn't get a chance to watch any Mango Lovers games. I should, if they're ranked aimers, because that sounds like they're Envy, and I love watching Envy.
Like, they're fun to watch. Mango Lovers are chill. You know, that's like...
Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Moving on, with that being the case, any last second shout outs you want to do here before we wrap this up? Unless you've got something else you want to talk about.
No, there are teams I want to talk about, but it's like, you know.
Well, go ahead. Who we got? Gripes, you want to talk about Velocity? You want to talk about
Velocity? I mean, like, after we had a really banger first series against them. I think that was like the best series in all of TCC.
That was the first one played, I think. I think that was my first Valorant cast as well. I think I did that.
Ultima versus Velocity. It was so good. We had so many hype moments. I think we had like 2 OT maps.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they came back from a 9-3. Like, we sold a 9-3 lead against them, and then we just came back and were, like, won the next 2. We won Sunset in like a OT, like a very close OT game, and then we like 13-2'd them on split or some shit.
Yes, I think I remember that actually. I remember like the first 2 being close and then being so pissed off that it was just a stomp at the end.
Kind of sort of ran at them.
Yes, it happens so often with like split deciders.
I feel like we're definitely Ultimate, or like, I don't know, we're very much like a 3 map kind of team.
Okay.
I mean, we got a lot of cardio. We're prepared to go that distance.
Then a split question, actually. I'm wondering why everyone and their dog and mother tell me split's like this defensive side of map, and stats-wise, I feel like that reflects it too. But here in TCC, it is like 7-3, 8-2, attack up. What's going on? Why?
It's because split defense is very hard to play. You need to play very disciplined. Like, you get someone set up on the A line, then you rotate. It's kind of a lot like Haven, if I had to put it to something. It's like a smaller version of Haven, where you're fighting for space early on, and then you fast rotate off.
There's a bunch.
And I feel like it's so much easier to run it down, just on A. Because if you just like keep abusing A, not many teams have like strong A holds, and A is just like kind of hard to retake. So it's a lot of just A abuse.
I agree with A is a pain in the ass to get back. You pretty much just have to pop off, I feel like.
Yeah.
There's no kind of like the reduction of the IGL2. You can cover all these angles, but like in the end, there's at some point you're gonna swing and there's gonna be a crossfire there and you just have to beat it out.
Yeah. And that's like way easier to do in like higher levels of play, because you can actually call like util usage is way better. And the thing was on something that TCC teams don't use often, that like high level teams will use often on split, are trap plays. And it's so hard to set up trap plays with like low elo rosters. And that's part of the reason why it gets so good. Because you have like mid traps and like B traps and stuff. Fnatic have like the best split defense, I think, and they do like exclusively trap plays. Like, they have it down to a science.
I remember seeing that a couple times. There are a couple like really good rotation baits was what I was seeing a lot of.
Yeah, like fakes.
Yeah, you'd run the rotation, but you just leave an extra. Like, you'd leave your Cypher to lurk.
Yeah.
Because that's something I don't see, is people holding space. I think even saw you guys not doing that as well, but it wasn't as bad. There were some like ridiculous moments during like week 2, where on split specifically there were teams that would like full take both B garage and have someone like holding market, and all 4 would just rotate off garage for like 30 seconds at a time. So
Yeah, like
so
holes.
weird. Yeah, and they just leave this hole, and it's like, okay, well now you just lost all that space. You guys have been pretty good about that though, from my memory.
I don't know. I like leading inserts a lot.
Mhm.
Especially when I be like inserting myself or inserting like our sentinel player, because those are like controller and sentinel, like the 2 insert roles. I feel you do a lot of like wide defaults.
Mhm.
I don't like calling fast hits a lot. Especially they're
feel-
kind of gimmicky.
I
They're
feel
kind
like
of
they never
gimmicky
work.
and they're prone to failure.
They
I would say they
never
never
work.
work.
I feel like they never work into like competent defenses. So like if you're running into people that are that correct like trap play defense that you mentioned, I feel like it's just so hard to like 5-man rush out of main. It's like, yeah, you've got 5 guns on one dude, but
You kind of have to have a read.
Mhm.
Like you need to like every single team has like a standard default setup, and like the name of my game especially is trying to figure out what their default setup is and then how to counter their normal default. That's why teams that like switch it up a lot are like the hardest to face. I feel like Rage switched up a lot, Velocity switched up their defense a decent bit, and then like it was kind of hard to call against them. And then teams that don't do it, we low-key stomp them. Like Egoists
There it is.
aren't like a bad team, but they were very stagnant in their defense.
I mean, Shoto just
We
shouted them
abuse
out
that.
too, or just
Yeah,
earlier
Ego
shouted them out.
Egos.
Said, "Don't forget ego. We still stand egoists." I don't know. No clue what that means with that. You did bring.
Ego.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, that's
what's
just
that
because
about?
none of my homies like egoist, freak egoists.
You brought up.
It's kind
like-
of a joke. It's kind of a
Yeah.
joke among us.
Yeah, it's not like
you
it's like an inside joke. Sometimes you need those to keep a team together.
we were low key being a little bit toxic in that game, but it's like, come on, like wanting the matchups, bro. It's kind of like side battle.
What was it about? Was it just because like general toxicity? What were you saying then to get them to
Shooting
run the
bodies.
mods? That was
Shooting
it.
bodies and stuff. And we were chirping in like all
Alright.
chat though. We were chirping and stuff, but it's like, I don't think we said anything like insanely disrespectful. We didn't insult someone who's a dead grandma or something.
That's what people do. Now, if it was anything around like the level you guys were doing in like the Rage series, like there wasn't a ton, but there's some.
Well, Rage is it's because you're always down. Like it's kind of hard to shit talk when you're down.
But there was like
Yeah.
there was some amount.
There's
Or
some
in-
banter.
Yeah, there's not a lot because you guys were down pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, like there were like clips we hit that you're like, oh my god, you guys
Mhm.
suck. How do you let that happen to you?
Yeah,
We said
yeah,
that in
that.
like team chat.
If it's that, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
You're just spamming great shot in Rocket League. It means nothing.
Yeah. No, that is actually a really good. That's a really good analogy, actually. When you like spam, like in Clash Royale, if you just start like spamming an emote.
You just start spamming emotes. It's like
It's like,
This
well
is-
played.
there's nothing at all wrong with this, but my god, it pisses me off. If I get that, someone starts
Yeah.
spamming emotes at me. If I get that crying goblin one more time, there might be another hole in my phone at that point. I'm
Dude,
gonna put a hole in my phone for that.
It's like my embarrassing like gamer rage moment
I really
in
don't
Clash Royale.
Yeah,
I think it was like during the pandemic when I was really in it. I had a dent in my wall from where I like chucked my phone at it. And it's like still there.
you didn't fill it up. You didn't begin any like caulking or.
Well, it's not like I don't know. If you want, I'll send it to you after
No,
the
I'm good.
recording. But it's not like a huge.
It's like the
dent.
size of your thumb or something, right? 'Cause it's just the corner of a phone.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, I've got one of those from the previous tenant over to my right. It looked like they pushed in the wall.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is actually.
I haven't had anything bad like that though. I've had a couple. They go away eventually. But I think I feel like that's another part of like playing with emotion of like you get invested into the game that you're willing to get mad about it. That's gotta be like something useful. You obviously have got that. Like somewhat in Valorant. Like you're not necessarily I wouldn't say you're gamer raging. I haven't heard anything about that with you don't sound like someone that's gonna.
One second, I like cutting out.
Oh my bad. I'm leaning away a little bit.
Oh, you're good. Can you just repeat what you said?
So you talked about gamer raging specifically with Clash Royale. To me, the best I've identified that is coming from you become so emotionally invested in the game that you are disappointed with the results, but that's kind of the way you get it out, is just through like anger, which isn't like not necessarily an issue. You're still growing up. I mean, everyone is forever, and gaming's so new and weird. If I'm continuing to cut out, apologies. But with that being the case, with that level of emotion, back to that question, back to that point, I think that's another thing. It's gotta be something else to root for. Do you have that from to play ranked at all? Like that care?
Oh, in ranked?
Like, do you get
Oh
mad
my
at all
God,
in ranked and stuff?
Oh my God, in ranked. I'm like probably the worst player to play ranked with.
That's more content.
I might be like
stream that shit.
What?
People love people. Yeah, I feel like people eat that up.
Dude, I nearly like broke my keyboard today. Just how mad I got because I had like 2 match MVPs and I'm like down 50 RR. I played 4 games. I'm down 50 RR. I have 2 match MVPs, 2 team MVPs. It's just like I want to break it over my fucking mouth, my knee.
Maybe.
I don't know. My mouse. It's like low key. My sub just isn't powerful enough to stream it. Like I'll get like 100.
Okay.
I'm running Valorant at a silky smooth 250 frames already, and if I stream it, it goes to like 120.
Rough case out there. One day we will get the Ultima. It's Ultima, my bad.
Ultima, yeah.
The abbreviation I've used. The Ultima esports will eventually get streamed at one point there. You said the stream is going to be, or IXI versus you is going to be a stomp, which kind of sucks because I mean, the last thing that I've got for you is like, why should the broadcast stream you guys? Because they're definitely gonna do every single game. They're already messaging about it, so we're gonna do that for sure. And the question would be like, why would we stream you guys? Why should we?
Why should we? Because we're gonna fucking stomp these guys, bro.
Gonna watch the stomp?
Genuinely, they should like be afraid.
Quick night.
Genuinely, like, just forfeit it, literally.
Just forfeit it.
It's the time.
Gonna be
Honestly,
a quick
don't
night.
even stream it, bro. Don't need to match off it. We'll just run it down. GG, thank you for streaming.
We gotta catch that up. That's what we need to see. Then I guess kind of moving on, you're automatically in playoffs because of that. Bad attitude. We're gonna pretend you're automatically in playoffs. Who do you want to face on your journey to win?
I want a rematch against DBC, bro. I feel like DBC was hella winnable. It should have been, or at least it should have been closer than it was. I want that DBC rematch. We psyched ourselves out for that game so much just because you're like, not even me. I want to say like, I don't want to shout out names. It was like a few players are like psyched out by the stats and shit. And I want that rematch so badly because I feel like it was so. We watched the replay back and it's just like we realized just how winnable all these rounds were. And it was all like micro mistakes that we were overthinking.
Right. Good to hear.
I want that rematch so badly.
There's something else. We'll wait for you to play against DVC, and I think it literally just ran auto ads, and I think I'm gonna fucking kill Twitch. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But with that being the case, I'm out of stuff. You asked the question about Split. Anyone you want to shout out here before we call it a night?
Obviously just like all players on Ultima, Sigs, Kronos, Shoto, CJ, even like our 6-man, Ver. I could not do any of this shit without y'all. Like, I love improvement. Ultima is genuinely like the most fun I've had on a team. Mostly because I run it, but also just because like I love every single player on my roster. There's not a single person currently on my roster that I dislike. I feel like that's such a good feeling.
It's broken.
It's like genuinely being friends with every single person on your roster.
That's a broken mentality there.
Yeah.
Everyone is best. Everything else that you mentioned. Sorry, I'm fixing something broke on my end that isn't good, and I'm gonna have to fix that for the rest of the night. But with that being the case, thank you for spending time here, Wagyu. You can check him out at...
No, it's my pleasure, honestly. Thank you.
Guest State 16. Yeah, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Check out Ultima versus IXI sometime on the TCC stream. I'll be there. You'll see that anyway. Take care, everyone.
All right.
You too.